What's up, guys? My name is Crescent, and you probably already know that Alibaba.com has become one of the best resources to find high quality products to sell, as well as manufacturers to make them. But if you're new to selling online, I realize that it can be a little bit overwhelming sourcing products and finding a reliable manufacturer to work with on Alibaba.com. So in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use Alibaba.com to discover new product ideas or find a manufacturer for a product idea that you may already have. I'll also show you the best practices for selecting and contacting manufacturers, including a free initial contact template that I've put together that you can use when contacting manufacturers so you can sound professional and cover all of the necessary details on the first correspondence. All right, so let's hop on to Alibaba.com, and the first thing you'll need to do is create your Alibaba account. Just click the sign in button at the top, and you can click the join button or log in by linking one of your existing online accounts like Google or Facebook. Now, if you're looking for a manufacturer for a product idea that you already have, with over 40 industries and more than 5,900 different categories, Alibaba.com makes it super easy for you to find countless manufacturers for you to choose from. Just type in the product you're interested in into the search, and you'll find a massive list of manufacturers that make them. For example, if you want to sell soap dishes, just do a search for soap dish, and you can see that there's a list of over 10,000 manufacturers available. Now, in order for you to narrow down the results to show only the best, most reliable, and trustworthy manufacturers, make sure you select trade assurance and verified suppliers option in the filters. What this means is that trade assurance is Alibaba's secure form of payment for both the buyer and the manufacturer. Instead of paying the manufacturer directly, you send Alibaba the payment, and they'll essentially hold the funds like an escrow until the transaction is complete. When all conditions of the contract are met, such as the quality of the product and on-time delivery, and once both parties are satisfied, the funds will be released. Otherwise, you can get a refund. And verified suppliers are manufacturers that have been vetted by Alibaba and have a proven historical track record. By selecting the trade assurance and verified supplier filter, only the manufacturers that agree to use trade assurance and are verified will appear in the search results. So make sure you choose these filters to help reduce the risk of any potential problems dealing with manufacturers. Now you can see in the results that all of the listings show the verified and trade assurance icons. Now, it's currently March at the time of recording this video, and you can see that Alibaba.com is currently holding their annual March Expo event. This is the time of year when manufacturers get together and introduce new products to the market, as well as offer deals on products in their catalog. That's why you can see these March Expo filters here that you can take advantage of during this time, like free shipping, fast dispatch, and delivered duties paid. These are excellent ways to save money on your order, especially if you just want to test the market with your product idea. The annual March Expo event takes place for the entire month of March, and there's literally over 1 million new products being introduced, with many discounts and free shipping to new buyers. You can browse through them, search by category. There's actually many for you to choose from on the side menu here, or even watch live streams where you can learn more about the product and even ask questions. There's also a trend hunter feature that shows you the hottest products in each category to help you discover up and coming products, which I'll go over later in this video. Okay, so if we take a look at the search results, it can be a little bit overwhelming. Like, how do you choose a manufacturer? There's so many for you to choose from. Well, the first thing I do is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Turn that thumb blue so YouTube knows to show this video to other people just like you so they can get value from it too, and it would really help me out and I'd appreciate it. So back to the search results. Take a look at the products themselves. You can easily ignore the listings that aren't the product that you want to sell. So if I want to sell these wooden soap dishes, I'll just ignore all the listings that aren't this style or type, like these plastic or glass ones. And then I'll only consider the manufacturers that have been on Alibaba for at least 3 years or longer. You can see here it shows how long each manufacturer has been on Alibaba.com. You can also take note of their overall rating here. It's a score out of 5 stars, similar to what we see for products on Amazon. Now, on the search results page, 2 factors you'll see are the price and the minimum order quantity, also known as the MOQ. The prices are usually shown in a range because the price you ultimately pay more or less depends on how many units you order. Typically, the more units you order, the lower the unit price, and of course, if you're a shrewd negotiator, you can also get yourself better pricing. So for example, if we take a look at this one here, the price is 52 cents to 60 cents. and the minimum order is 100 units. So because the order size is so small, the price you'll be paying is most likely on the higher end. You can see that for orders of 100 to 499 units, it's 60 cents per unit, and over 1,000 units, it's 52 cents. I also want to point out that some manufacturers also have a minimum order for customization. Like you can see here, if you want your logo printed on each unit, the minimum order quantity is 200 units. And if you want customized packaging, you need to order at least 500 units. Keep in mind though that everything is negotiable. Just because the price and MOQ is listed as such, doesn't mean you can't negotiate a better price or lower MOQ. For example, if you really want to work with a specific manufacturer, but the MOQ is too high, like you only want to order 300 or 500 units, but the MOQ is 1,000, offer to pay a little bit more per unit on your first order so you can place a smaller order size to reduce your risk. All right, now if you don't know what to sell and you're looking for product ideas, you can use Alibaba.com to browse through their different categories. So instead of using the search, you can choose a category here, or you can see what the top ranking suppliers are selling, or even browse by top ranked products by category, just to give you some ideas. During the March Expo, there's 50,000 suppliers that have been selected to participate. You can find new products being introduced, trending products by category, and even participate in live streams that are put on by the manufacturers themselves. They're actually pretty entertaining to watch, and you can interact and ask them questions. And once you've discovered a few product ideas, you can analyze them over on Amazon to see if they're viable product ideas for you to pursue. Okay, so when it comes to contacting manufacturers, you want to contact many of them. Don't be afraid to contact around 20 or 30 or more. I want to point out that they're just people too, just like you and me, and they welcome new business. So don't be afraid to contact several manufacturers, and this is for several reasons. First, many won't respond, so don't be surprised if you don't hear back from them, and some may be slow to respond, taking several days or even weeks. You obviously want to avoid working with those manufacturers. Others may have poor communication skills, and that's nothing against them, but you want to stick with manufacturers that are easy to understand and communicate well, and also thoroughly answer the questions that you have. This is so you can avoid having any potential miscommunications or misunderstandings. And of course, the more people you contact, the more quotes you can get to find the best price and option to go with. Now, one crucial point when communicating with manufacturers is to be sure to sound professional. If you send an email with slang, a bunch of spelling mistakes, and emojis, well, that's not very professional, nor would anyone take you seriously. Okay, because I know this will be the first time contacting manufacturers for many of you, a common question I get asked is, well, what do I say when I contact them? How can I sound professional? Well, I've made that easy for you. I've made the exact initial contact template that I use available to you to download and use for free. It covers all the necessary details, questions, and information you'll need from the supplier in a single correspondence, so you don't have to go back and forth several times to get all the information that you need. Otherwise, because of the time zone difference, this can take several days. Just customize the template for each manufacturer, edit the fields I have enclosed in brackets with your own information, fill out the product information and any customization you'd like, and then on Alibaba.com, click the Contact Supplier button. Customize the form for your needs like the MOQ, warranty. Always choose on-site inspection, and if you need any other services, you can choose it here. Then copy and paste the template into the form. If you have any files or images of details, any customization like materials, color, or features that you want them to see, you can attach them here, and then click on Send Inquiry Now. And make sure you're not contacting the same manufacturer more than once. Quite often, manufacturers have multiple listings, so take note of whom you've already sent an inquiry to so you don't contact them again. It doesn't look professional. You can see who you're contacting here. Another option you can use to find manufacturers, especially if you have something in mind that's particularly unique or customized, is to use the RFQ option. RFQ stands for Request for Quotation. So it's up to you if you want to select this option here. If you do, you may end up getting contacted by suppliers that you may not want to work with. But if we go to rfq.alibaba.com and click on Submit RFQ, you can fill in the details for the product you want made. Just like on the contact template, be as specific and detailed as you can, and suppliers that are interested and can meet your requirements will contact you. You'll typically get replies within the hour. Now, a pro tip. I like to stay organized, especially when there's a lot of information or data involved. What I like to do is make a spreadsheet to keep track of all the suppliers that I'm talking with. As replies come back, I'll note the company and what their quote is. I like to keep a separate column for each item, such as the price per unit, shipping per unit, labeling costs, packaging, or any customization costs. This way, I can see who's offering me what and at what price, and I can use that information to negotiate between suppliers to get the best deals and prices. For example, if one supplier is willing to do free labeling but another has a better price per unit, I can negotiate to get a better deal and narrow down the list of suppliers. And one thing to note, most suppliers aren't going to give you quotes based on a per unit price, or the quote includes the production and shipping costs together. In those cases, ask them to give you a quote for the product separately from the shipping or the EXW price. Or even better is to itemize everything. Then just divide the quote by however many units you're ordering to get the price per unit and the shipping price per unit, as well as the itemized cost for each bit that you want done, like labeling and packaging. It'll make comparing quotes between suppliers much easier. All right, you can find links to everything I discussed on Alibaba.com in the video description below, as well as a link to download the free contact template. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can find all my contact details in the video description below as well. I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment or question in the comment section below. I answer every single one. And as always, if you found value in this video, consider subscribing. And do me a favor, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help me out, and I'd appreciate it. And make sure to ring that bell so you never miss a future video. All right? Thanks for watching.